Welcome back. Hope everyone's doing all right. So I had a particular request from a few people actually on YouTube asking about the bulwark stance, or more commonly maybe known as the Odachi counter, or I believe in the main game it is referred to as the Indomitable counter. Anyways, it's definitely a new move that was put into this game that was not previously in Ghost of Tsushima or the Legends mode there. So it took me a little time to get a grasp on it, and so I had some requests for a little breakdown video of how to execute that move, any tips or tricks to get the timing down. So yeah, wanted to make a short clip about that. So, let me start with what I believe is the most important tip. Obviously, we're using the Odachi. Where I was going wrong with this move pretty much the whole time is I always had the idea that you needed to let go of triangle at some point once you see that glint. So we hold triangle, right? And we get in the heavy stance. After the glint, you'll continue to block, okay? But prior to it, there's a window when you can get hit and take damage. So what the goal here is to hold triangle until that glint appears, and you want the enemy's attack the moment it connects to line up with the moment of that glint. Now, I know that sounds really, specific, like the timing's very specific and hard to execute. It's really not as hard as you may think. Now, the biggest thing, which I was saying, is the triangle button. Do not let go of it. Once I figured out that you don't need to let go of triangle, it was a game changer for me. That is my absolute biggest tip with pulling this move off. Hold triangle down until the move gets executed. Okay, so let's look at an example. Let's just go in this training mode. There's the Oni Warriors. All right, let's let this guy get his attacks off. So, who's going to attack? Okay, there we go. So I'm holding it. I'm not letting go when he attacks. Okay. Okay, let's try on this guy. He's a little faster. Okay, so I backed out of that move. Now you can always cancel the move too. If you're feeling the timing isn't right, once you get the hang of it, you'll know when, okay, I'm about to get hit. The timing's not right. So you can back out with a parry or a perfect dodge. That's definitely a good tip I recommend. So here we go. He's coming. Okay, nope, not going to make the timing. So I backed out with a block so I don't take any damage. Okay, he coming. There we go. Okay, not letting go of triangle. Holding it down until you hear that sound, that ding, that kind of audio cue. It means you're successfully, you've done the attack. Okay, let's try in a couple different enemies here. Now, it is harder on certain enemies. Like, these guys are easy, I feel like. Well, maybe. Yeah, you can do the red attacks. Yeah, dodge there, because I wasn't going to get it. Here we go. Holding it down. I'd say it's probably about a half a second from the moment you start holding triangle until that glint comes. Yeah, probably about a half a second. I will say these Kitsune Warriors, I do find to be a little harder to pull this off on, especially these guys with the Kusari Gamas. Yep, see. Okay, there we go, got him. So holding. Okay, and you see, I missed that, but since I got past the window of the glint, it's blocking. So that's, safe, but it's not going to protect you from the blue or red attacks. You'll still take damage there. Let's just get rid of this guy.
Easy shot.
Alright, let's see here. Try on some of these guys. Red attack, he got me. So, there too. It does take some practice, especially with the different enemies. There we go. Gotta get used to the time frames of their attacks. You can always back out if you're not gonna get it. See, like that. I backed out and I did a perfect dodge instead. You can do the same thing with a parry. Alright, let's get one on him now. Okay, oh, he's doing one of those. But, see, you can even do it on the yellow attacks. Alright, now... Another thing I might recommend if you're first learning this move and practicing is going over to make a little swap on your gear. So change your top stat here to that Odachi counter window. And if it's on a legendary item like this, that makes a huge difference. And you can see I don't even have this maxed at S tier. So at A+, we're going to get a 20.2% on the window. And I'll kind of show you guys what a difference that makes. So again, not letting go of triangle, you know, trying to line up our glint with the attack right from the moment you're about to get hit with the attack, just like you would with a parry. Look at that. First try. Look, you see how I hit 2 people? With this move, you can... I've had times where I'm hitting 3 enemies at once with the sweep of the counter attack. Okay, that timing was too... I held it too long. Backed out, I wasn't going to make it, so perfect dodge. With circle. Okay, gonna get him. There we go. And there are a lot of elite enemies that are actually quite easy to pull this off on. Like the Berserker elite enemies. Not very challenging. Okay, that was, he was too fast. I took some hits there. Oh, yep. I'll get him here. There we go. You'll get a feel for it. Just once you get a feel for that, roughly half a second. And you know, that's increasing with the window, see? You can do this on bears, you can do it on fire attacks from the berserkers, you can do it on those fire spear guys on the Oni map. Yeah, this move is really good. So you got the block because the timing wasn't right. And one thing also, when you get one off, well, yeah, not gonna make it. There we go. When you get one off, I like to immediately hold triangle again because it's a good chance an enemy, the next enemy nearby, is gonna attack you almost immediately after you do that counter attack. That happens very often, so immediately get back into that holding triangle. Okay, here we go. Got one. I'm gonna hold right now again. See? Just like that. That's exactly what I'm talking about. So hold triangle, connect with the attack, immediately get back into holding triangle to perform another one. Sometimes, you know, you can get them back to back 3 or 4 times like that, and it's very satisfying. So very, very good move. You know, don't be afraid to back out if you have a feeling the timing's not right. You got that gut feeling, nope, I'm gonna get hit. Back out with a dodge or L1 to get a parry. You know, it's always a safe bet. But if you're overextended and holding it too long, remember you're going to block. But keep in mind what kind of attack is being thrown at you. If it's a blue glint or a red glint, you're still going to take that hit. So anyways, it's an amazing move. Once you get it down, it's really fun. Honestly, my favorite move in the whole game. And very satisfying. So I hope that helps some of you. If anyone has any questions, feel free to reach out in the comments. I'll be happy to answer them. Thanks a lot, guys. See you on the next one. Take care.